Hey guys, so I wanted to just share a resource that I found online. It's a whiteboard. It's this website right here, app.ziteboard.com. And it's just like any other whiteboard, but what the really cool thing about it is that you can insert an image and then you can write on the image as if you were doing a lesson in class. So I'm going to show you how I would get one of the pages from the Envision and do a lesson with my students on this whiteboard. So I'm going to come to the Envision website that I had already pulled up. So this is the page that I would be doing with my students, the Solve and Share. So I'm going to take a screenshot of it, and the way that I take a screenshot is I press on Command, Shift, and then the number 5, and I'm going to center my square or my rectangle where I want it. This is the page that I want, and this is how I want it. So now that I've centered it the way I want it, I'm going to press Capture. So it takes the little picture, and then this is the page that I just took a picture of. So I'm going to come over here to Ziteboard, and I'm going to make the screen smaller. I'm going to make sure that I press on home so that tells me where the page is going to be centered. So this is the one that I just took. I'm going to drag it and drop it here. So there's my page. I'm going to make it bigger so that I can work on it. So you see the little dots here on the corner. I just stretch my page and I can move it down however I want it. So this is where I want my page to stay. Now, because I don't want my picture to go anywhere while I'm giving the lesson, I'm going to press and hold, and I get this option here to lock the image. I'm going to lock it. The important thing about locking an image is that it won't erase if I write, I accidentally write on my lesson and that's not what I wanted to put on it. I can click on the eraser and then I can erase whatever I wrote on it. Or let's say I already gave a lesson. I tried to explain, these are all worth 2. So I would write the numbers on top, and I accidentally counted this one as 10. And then now I have to start over on my lesson, or I want to re-explain to the students. I can click on the eraser and I can hit clear all, and it erases it, but then it brings the image back because it's locked. It's not going to go anywhere. The other cool thing is that you can add a sticky note. So this is the little sticky note, and I'm going to press that I want it here. And you can click on this square here to change the color if you want. I'm going to leave mine this color. So to type on it, you get the pencil and you press, and you get a dot, and that's where you would start typing. And the only reason why I'm going to put the sticky here is because I want them to realize that if it doesn't have the 2 spoons together, it's going to be 1 vote. So this is kind of like a reminder for them. So then I can just give my lesson to my students. And what does a partial symbol stand for in the key? It's a partial symbol. It means that it's half of whatever the whole symbol is, which would be 1. So if I want my lesson to be 2 pages, let's say I want to do the practice page with them, the guided practice, I'm going to use this tool here to drag the page forward or up. I'm going to press and hold, and then I'm going to, I have to find a blank space, sorry. Press and hold, and then I'm going to drag my finger to make the image go up. So that's the other page. I'm going to get this other picture that I had previously taken, and I'm going to drag it and drop it here. So this is the new page. This is the practice, the guided practice that I would do with my students. I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to pull on these little dots here. And okay, this is what I want to use. Let me make it bigger. So if I accidentally forget to lock the image and I click on the eraser, it will erase the entire image and then I have to start over. So that's why it's important to use this tool to select it, and then you get the option to lock it. So now I can write on it and I can erase stuff without worrying about it erasing and me having to start over. So let's say I want to do question number 1. Explain how to find how many more goals Alex scored than Cindy. So and I would come up here and I would show them that the graph is showing Alex has 9 and Cindy has 7. So then how would I find the answer? I would have to subtract 9 minus 7 equals 2. And so this is what I would be talking to my students about and kind of guiding them through on how to find the answers. We could talk about the vocabulary. I can underline um, the vocabulary words and talk about the scale here on the graph so that I can explain to them what the scale is and how to find it. The other really helpful thing is that let's say the day before or a couple days before I want to get the pages ready, I can come in and I can take the screenshots and put them all here on my ziteboard site where I want to have them, and then I can save it. So I would come over here to the little dots and I would click on Save Board, and I'm going to name it Pictographs, and I'm going to save it. So then when I'm ready to give my lesson on Zoom, I can come over here to the Ziteboard website, click on the menu, and go to my boards. This is the one that we just did together. This is the one I did with my students for this week. They're all saved there. You also have the option to create a new one if you want to do a new one for the following week. So if let's say I'm practicing, I'm trying to go over it and making sure that I cover all the points, I can, go over it and then click on the eraser and I can clear all. So it erases everything, but the pages are there for me to be able to go over it with my students. So this pencil gives you the option for the colors. It gives you the option to make the line thinner or thicker. This is the eraser. This is to erase any of the mistakes that you've made, or you can clear the entire page. You also have the option for the sticking. This is the feature to select one of the images so that you can move it around if you need to. And this one's the one to move the page up and down. You can also record your record your screen and save it to your computer, but I haven't played around with that feature yet. So this is the undo, the redo, and then this one over here, of course, is the one to do the boards. You can also invite your students to come to the boards, but I haven't done that yet. The only thing that I've done is I've created my lessons here, and I have the pages ready for when I do the Zoom lesson with them. I already have everything set, and all I have to do is come to the website and actually just show them the lesson. So I hope that this was helpful. I know that it's been really helpful for me because I was having a hard time trying to figure out how to show my students a visual of what we would be doing in class and how I would be working out the problems. So this has really helped me, and I hope that it can help some of you.